All right, so you're coming to Alaska and you want to touch ice. Well, I'm in Juneau, and this is the Mendenhall Glacier, and I'm standing on it. It's March, the middle of March, and it's 2023. This glacier, the easiest, most accessible glacier in Alaska that I know of, is rapidly melting. And any year now, very likely this year, this tongue of ice that gets down to the lake and I can easily walk over and touch is going to pull out of the lake, and I'm going to have to climb up the rocks to get to it. It's going to change our environment. Come on up to Alaska before the melt disappears. Now, way back here, 2 miles away, and that's not really that far, it's a very flat, and the snow has been wonderful to walk across today, is the Mendenhall Glacier Visitor Center. If you come up here on a cruise ship, you can go to the Visitor Center on a bus, or you can take a helicopter trip to land on the ice. I live in Juneau. I get the chance to walk out here, and this is the second time I've done it this year. It's a special thing for us locals as well. I highly recommend you take that helicopter trip and go visit the ice, because glaciers are so magical and the lake's not going to be frozen. Now, I have done the hike out over this ridge. It is much more difficult. It's a beautiful hike. And there is a tour company that takes people on that hike, but it has gotten significantly more difficult as the glacier's been receding away. When I got here 30 years ago, there was ice all the way out to this point, probably a mile out from where it is now. This section is melted back, and then this year, I don't think that hiking trip could touch ice because the lake actually touches very, very steep rock. There's a trail that goes over the top, but the ice field has fallen so far, you'd have to rappel down to get to the ice. So take the helicopter trip, have a wonderful time, come up to Alaska and live life fully. Touching ice is that lifetime experience that you really ought to have. I am also biased for your second activity. I do whale watching trips. I highly, highly, highly recommend you come whale watching with my company, Dolphin Tours, or any other tour company in Alaska that shows you whales. If you know whale watching, you're gonna want to do it again. If you don't know whale watching, you're missing a real treat. There's whale watching in lots of the world. Ours is different, but I have absolutely no problem going whale watching in Hawaii or Massachusetts or Washington or any place else I might be that has good whale watching. So those are the two top activities I would recommend you do on your Southeast Alaska cruise. Fill in the rest of your time with some other tour in the towns, because it's a wonderful place to come, but if you're coming in on a cruise ship, you have so little time. The tours add so much to staying on shore. Walking through town is fantastic as well. Pick the port where you're staying the longest and visit. It doesn't matter if it's Ketchikan, Sitka, Juneau, Skagway. You're going to have a wonderful stay. So come on up, stay warm and dry, and we'll see you. Dolphin Dug out.